Ladies and gentlemen, self-reliance is the cornerstone of true strength. It's easy to lean on others, to wait for a helping hand, or to expect someone else to take the lead. But what happens when those people aren't around? What happens when life leaves you standing alone with no one to fall back on? That's when you realize that your greatest asset is yourself. The foundation of all strength, all resilience, begins with the ability to depend on yourself, your own skills, your own determination, your own grit. When you rely on others for your sense of security or direction, you're placing your future in someone else's hands. But when you develop self-reliance, you take full control of your destiny. You become the captain of your own ship, navigating through the storms and challenges of life with confidence. Self-reliance is about building the mental, emotional, and physical strength to handle whatever comes your way on your terms. It's not about being isolated or rejecting help. It's about knowing that you can survive and thrive regardless of whether help comes or not. When you trust yourself, you stop waiting for someone else to make the decisions or fix the problems. You become the problem solver, the doer. You learn to adapt, to push through, and to rise up even when the odds are stacked against you. Self-reliance teaches you responsibility, not just for your actions, but for your emotions and your outcomes. You understand that you are accountable for your life, and that mindset fuels your strength. It sharpens your focus, making you more resourceful, more resilient. You stop relying on external factors to keep you going, and instead tap into the inner reserves that only you can cultivate. Once you master self-reliance, you are no longer dependent on the approval or support of others. You find freedom in your independence, and in that freedom, you discover a strength that no one can take from you. Because when you rely on yourself, you're never left empty-handed. You become your own source of strength. Loneliness builds resilience because it forces you to confront your inner self, to face your thoughts, fears, and emotions without distraction. It's in these moments of solitude, when the world grows quiet, that you truly begin to understand who you are and what you're made of. Being alone isn't a curse, even though society might make it feel that way. It's not a sign of failure or weakness. In fact, it's an opportunity, a time for growth, reflection, and self-discovery. When you're constantly surrounded by people, by noise, by opinions, it's easy to lose sight of your own voice. You get caught up in the expectations of others, in the rhythm of the external world. But when you're alone, the distractions fade, and you're left with your own thoughts. That's where the real work begins. Loneliness is a space for growth, a crucible where your mind sharpens, your heart strengthens, and your spirit becomes unbreakable. In solitude, you learn to be comfortable with yourself. You realize that your value doesn't depend on the company you keep or the attention you receive from others. You begin to appreciate your own strength, to trust your own judgment, and to rely on your own abilities. This self-reliance breeds resilience because you know that no matter what life throws at you, you are enough. You can survive, and more than that, you can thrive even when you walk the path alone. But solitude isn't just about surviving. It's about deep reflection. When you're alone, you gain clarity. You get the time to think, to evaluate your life, your goals, and your direction. You begin to understand your weaknesses and your strengths. You see what's holding you back and what's pushing you forward. This self-awareness becomes the bedrock of resilience because you know what needs to be done to become stronger, to move forward, to succeed. Loneliness also teaches you the value of patience. When you're alone, the instant gratification of external validation fades away. You learn to sit with discomfort, to push through the moments of doubt, and to wait for your own breakthrough. That's where real resilience is built, in the moments of discomfort. In the moments where it feels like no one is watching, no one is helping. Because in those moments, you learn to help yourself. In loneliness, you become your own greatest ally. You don't crumble under the weight of isolation. You rise stronger and more determined. You learn that being alone is not the same as being lonely. Loneliness is temporary, but the strength you build in that solitude will stay with you for a lifetime. It's a time for reflection, yes, but more importantly, it's a time for transformation. It's where resilience is born. Prepare for adversity because life is an unpredictable journey, filled with twists and turns that can shake even the most solid foundations. No matter how much you plan or strategize, there will always be challenges lurking around the corner. And in those moments, it's crucial to remember that not everyone will be there for you. Friends may drift away, family might be distant, and sometimes even the people you depend on the most may let you down. That's why the strongest preparation comes from within. Mental preparation is the first step. Cultivate a mindset that is adaptable and resilient. Understand that setbacks are a part of life, not a signal of defeat. Embrace the reality that you will face difficulties and arm yourself with the belief that you can overcome them. Practice positive self-talk, challenge negative thoughts, and build a mental framework that encourages growth through hardship. This kind of mental fortitude doesn't just happen overnight, it requires continuous effort and practice. Meditation, visualization, and affirmations can help fortify your mind against adversity, making you more resilient when the storm hits. Next comes physical preparation. Your body is your vehicle through life. And keeping it in shape will not only improve your health, but also bolster your confidence and energy levels. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate rest will equip you to face physical challenges that arise, whether they are injuries, illnesses, or the simple fatigue that comes with life's demands. Being physically strong also impacts your mental strength. The more you push your body, the more resilient your mind becomes. It's about creating a foundation that enables you to withstand whatever life throws at you. Then we have emotional preparation. Life can be an emotional roller coaster, and the ability to manage your emotions is essential in times of crisis. Learn to process your feelings, to express them in healthy ways, and to seek support when you need it. Develop emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage your own emotions while empathizing with others. This skill will serve you well during tough times, allowing you to remain calm and collected, even when everything around you feels chaotic. Building a robust support system is also vital. While it's true that not everyone will always be there for you, cultivating meaningful relationships with those who genuinely care can create a safety net. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and encourage your growth. But also remember that while support from others is invaluable, relying solely on it can leave you vulnerable. Your greatest strength lies in your ability to stand firm on your own, to weather the storm, even when those you love can't be there to help. Preparing for adversity also means developing a problem-solving mindset. When challenges arise, instead of panicking or feeling defeated, approach them as opportunities to learn and grow. Break down problems into manageable parts, analyze them logically, and devise a plan to tackle each aspect. This proactive approach transforms obstacles into stepping stones toward your goals. Finally, embrace the notion of learning from failure. Each setback is a lesson waiting to be learned. Reflect on what went wrong, understand why it happened, and apply those lessons moving forward. Failure is not the end, it's a crucial part of your journey. The more you prepare for adversity, the better equipped you will be to handle it when it arrives. In conclusion, adversity is not just an inevitable part of life, it's a teacher. By preparing yourself mentally, physically, and emotionally, you cultivate the resilience necessary to navigate through life's unpredictable waters. When you build this preparation into your life, you develop the strength to rise above challenges, to bounce back from setbacks, and to emerge more powerful than ever. So stand tall, be ready, and embrace the lessons that adversity has to offer. Trust your inner voice. It's a vital aspect of your personal journey and the cornerstone of authentic living. In a world filled with noise, opinions, and constant external validation, learning to rely on your instincts and judgments can be one of the most liberating experiences you will ever have. Your inner voice is that intuitive guide that speaks to you in moments of silence, urging you toward your true path. In today's society, we are often conditioned to seek approval from others. We look for validation in social media likes, in the opinions of our peers, and even in the accolades of authority figures. While feedback can be valuable, allowing external voices to dictate your worth or direction can lead to confusion and self-doubt. It can drown out your unique perspective, leaving you to navigate life based on someone else's vision rather than your own. Your instincts are your internal compass, finely tuned through your experiences, values, and beliefs. They possess the wisdom of all you've learned throughout your life. When you take the time to listen, you will discover that your inner voice often knows what's best for you, even when it goes against popular opinion. It might urge you to pursue a path that seems unconventional or to stand firm in your beliefs even when they are challenged. To cultivate this trust in your inner voice, you must create a practice of self-reflection. Spend time in quiet contemplation, free from distractions. This could be through meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence. Ask yourself critical questions about your desires, goals, and values. What do you truly want? What resonates with you? What feels right deep down in your gut? As you practice this self-reflection, you will start to hear your inner voice more clearly, cutting through the noise of external influences. Another essential aspect of trusting your instincts is embracing vulnerability. When you trust your inner voice, you open yourself up to the possibility of failure. You may make decisions that others don't understand or agree with, and that's okay. Embrace the discomfort that comes with taking risks based on your intuition. Each time you act on your inner guidance, you gain confidence in your ability to navigate life's challenges. You learn that even when the outcome isn't what you hope for, the act of trusting yourself is a victory in itself. This journey also requires you to become comfortable with uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and sometimes your inner voice may lead you down a path without a clear roadmap. In these moments, it's crucial to let go of the need for absolute certainty and embrace the unknown. Trust that you have the skills and resilience to adapt to whatever comes your way. The more you learn to embrace uncertainty, the more empowered you become to follow your instincts, regardless of the risks involved. Additionally, surround yourself with people who respect and encourage your journey of self-trust. Seek out those who uplift you, who appreciate your unique perspective, and who support your decisions, even when they differ from the mainstream. This supportive environment reinforces the importance of your inner voice and helps create a safe space where you can explore your authentic self. Over time, as you cultivate this trust, you will notice that your judgments become sharper. Your ability to discern what is right for you will strengthen, and you'll find that you no longer need external validation to affirm your choices. When you trust your inner voice, you become empowered to forge your own path and to live authentically, unapologetically pursuing the life that resonates with your true self. Remember, trusting your inner voice is not a one-time decision, but a continuous practice. It requires commitment and courage, but the rewards are immeasurable. You will find greater clarity, confidence, and fulfillment as you learn to prioritize your instincts and judgments over the fleeting opinions of others. Your inner voice is a powerful ally guiding you toward a life of authenticity and purpose. So listen closely, trust deeply, and let your inner voice lead the way. Silence is powerful, yet in our fast-paced, noise-filled world, it often goes unappreciated. We live in an age where distractions are at our fingertips, constant notifications, background chatter, and the incessant hum of daily life can drown out the quieter, more profound aspects of existence. However, it is within silence that we find clarity, strength, and insight. Solitude teaches you the true power of silence, revealing the wisdom that lies beneath the surface noise. When you embrace solitude, you create a sanctuary for your mind and soul. In those moments of quiet, you allow yourself to step back from the chaos of the outside world. This is not merely an absence of sound, it's a deliberate choice to engage with your inner self. In this space, you can hear your thoughts more clearly, assess your emotions, and process your experiences without the interference of external influences. This practice of quiet reflection enables you to sift through the noise and discover what truly matters to you. Silence fosters deep introspection. It invites you to explore your beliefs, values, and aspirations without distraction. When the external world fades away, you are left with your thoughts and feelings, allowing you to confront them honestly. This self-examination is essential for personal growth. It helps you identify what you genuinely desire, what drives you, and what might be holding you back. You begin to understand your motivations, fears, and dreams on a deeper level. Moreover, silence cultivates a profound sense of awareness. It sharpens your ability to observe the world around you. In quiet moments, you become more attuned to your surroundings, noticing details you might otherwise overlook: the rustling of leaves, the rhythm of your breath, or the patterns of your thoughts. This heightened awareness enhances your appreciation for life, transforming the mundane into the extraordinary. You learn to savor the present moment, recognizing the beauty in stillness. The power of silence also extends to your relationships with others. In a society that often values speaking over listening, taking time for silence allows you to become a better communicator. When you practice silence, you cultivate the ability to listen deeply to others, to the world, and to yourself. This active listening fosters connection, understanding, and empathy, enriching your relationships. It creates space for meaningful conversations where ideas can flow freely without the interruption of judgment or impatience. Additionally, silence acts as a buffer against overwhelm and stress. In moments of silence, you can detach from the relentless demands of life. It provides a respite, allowing you to recharge your mental and emotional batteries. Engaging with silence helps reduce anxiety, bringing a sense of calm and clarity to your mind. In this state of tranquility, you can approach challenges with a clearer perspective, unclouded by the noise of worry and doubt. Furthermore, silence is a catalyst for creativity and inspiration. Many great thinkers and artists have attested to the transformative power of solitude. In quiet moments, your mind can wander freely, unfettered by the constraints of time or obligation. This open space allows for the emergence of new ideas and perspectives. When you give yourself permission to be silent, you invite creativity to flourish, enabling you to explore new avenues of thought and expression. Ultimately, embracing silence is a profound act of self-care. It signals a commitment to understanding yourself and prioritizing your well-being. By regularly seeking moments of solitude, you allow your inner voice to emerge, guiding you toward a more authentic life. You become more resilient, more attuned to your needs, and more capable of navigating life's complexities. In conclusion, silence is not merely the absence of sound, it is a powerful tool for personal growth and transformation. It teaches you the importance of reflection, awareness, and meaningful connection. As you learn to embrace solitude, you discover the profound wisdom that silence offers, allowing you to hear what truly matters. So carve out time for silence in your life. Embrace those moments of stillness and let the power of silence guide you on your journey towards self-discovery and fulfillment. Being alone is not the same as being lonely. This distinction is crucial for understanding the nuances of our emotional landscape and the ways we can cultivate a fulfilling life. Solitude and loneliness may share the common element of being physically alone, but their emotional and psychological impacts are worlds apart. Solitude empowers, offering a sanctuary for self-discovery and reflection, while loneliness drains, leaving us feeling isolated and disconnected from ourselves and others. Solitude is a conscious choice. It's the intentional act of withdrawing from the chaos of the outside world to spend time with oneself. In solitude, you create a safe space where you can engage in introspection, creativity, and personal growth. It allows you to reconnect with your thoughts, passions, and desires. In these quiet moments, you have the freedom to explore your inner landscape without the distractions and demands of external relationships. You might find clarity on your goals, confront your fears, or simply enjoy the peace that comes from being alone with your thoughts. On the other hand, loneliness is often an involuntary state. It arises from a sense of disconnection and unfulfilled social needs. Loneliness can seep into our lives when we feel unsupported, misunderstood, or alienated from those around us. This emotional state can be heavy and draining, leading to feelings of sadness, anxiety, and even despair. Unlike solitude, which fosters empowerment and growth, loneliness can trap you in a cycle of negative thoughts and emotions, making it difficult to reach out and connect with others. The key to distinguishing between solitude and loneliness lies in your mindset. When you embrace solitude, you take ownership of your time and space. You recognize that being alone can be a powerful opportunity for self-reflection, creativity, and personal development. You might read a book, engage in a hobby, meditate, or simply enjoy your own company. This proactive approach to being alone empowers you, reinforcing your independence and self-sufficiency. In contrast, when you experience loneliness, your mindset is often reactive. You may dwell on feelings of isolation and yearn for connection, but this yearning can sometimes lead to negative thought patterns. Loneliness can create a sense of urgency, pushing you to seek out social interactions that may not be fulfilling. In this state, you might find yourself compromising your values or engaging in relationships that don't serve your well-being, all in an attempt to fill the void. To transform loneliness into solitude, it's essential to shift your perspective. Embrace the idea that being alone can be a time for growth rather than a sign of failure. Recognize the beauty and self-sufficiency and the power of solitude to enhance your well-being. Take proactive steps to fill your alone time with activities that nourish your spirit. Engage in practices that promote self-love and self-awareness, such as journaling, mindfulness, or pursuing your passions. Moreover, it's important to cultivate meaningful connections with others to combat feelings of loneliness. This doesn't mean surrounding yourself with a large group of friends, rather focus on quality over quantity. Seek out relationships that uplift and inspire you, those that enrich your life and contribute to your growth. By fostering deep, authentic connections, you create a support system that can buffer against loneliness and enhance your experience of solitude. Additionally, understand that it's okay to feel lonely at times. This feeling is a natural part of the human experience. Acknowledge it, sit with it, and then redirect your focus to activities that empower you. Use these moments as a signal to reconnect with yourself and reevaluate your social connections. Ask yourself what you truly desire in your relationships and whether those needs are being met. Being alone is a powerful opportunity for self-discovery and empowerment, while loneliness is an emotional state that can drain your energy and spirit. By embracing solitude and actively nurturing your inner world, you can transform your alone time into a source of strength and growth. Recognize that solitude is a gift, a chance to reconnect with yourself and to cultivate a deeper understanding of your desires and aspirations. By distinguishing between solitude and loneliness, you can harness the power of being alone to enrich your life and create a fulfilling, authentic existence.